All right, y'all. Before really anybody's on, I would like to thank our ancestors, our spirit guides, our higher selves for this transmission today. I ask the spirit be with me and channel through me during this message, Ashe. So I'll give it a few minutes for some of y'all to come in, or a few seconds, because y'all know I don't like to wait too long to get started when I'm talking about things. So I'll wait a little bit, not too long. This is a topic that has been coming up for me kind of the last 2 days or so. This message has started coming up. So it is something that I wanted to touch on. Welcome to the stream, Soul Family. Y'all know we always come with some spiritual knowledge gain, opinions, ideas, revelations. I thank all of you for being on your spiritual paths, for journeying, for having the ability to reform your ideas. That's very important, because sometimes we get caught up in what we think we know so much, and even speaking publicly like this, sorry, that we feel beholden to those ideas. And I just encourage you to not feel beholden to the ideas, but rather to actually give yourself room for growth and change. Because some of the stuff I thought I knew 6 months ago, I went and did my research and learned more about, and then I've come across new information that changes my perspective. And that's just how it is. You know, you're always going to come across something new that'll change your perspective. Oh, it's a pretty little butterfly. So let's be aware of that. Now, the reason why I felt the need to speak on this message today was because the last, I want to say 2 days, it's really been coming up that not everyone that's doing this work understands what it is to really be a spiritual warrior. And I don't want people to think that they know what it is, or some of us have a natural inclination for it. So it'll be very, very, very natural for us. And then other of us are on our path and our journey to learning what that is. And until you really can even conceive of the idea of soul sovereignty. Y'all, how's the stream? Hold on, let me check. I see people coming in and out. It's because, Facebook be fucking with my stream. Let's see how it's looking. No, internet on my phone is trash right now. Whatever, it'll come back in. I don't even care if you guys can see me, as long as you can hear me. Yeah, it's cool, So I really wanted to speak on this topic just based off the simple fact that not everyone has awakened or come or came in. I really could have stayed where the hell I was before I incarnated here. I didn't have to come here, yet I chose to, because there was some valuable lessons that I wanted to learn. My soul was in a state that it wanted to grow even more, and I'm compassionate, so I want to come here and really help other individuals on their path. See, this is so clear on my, it's not that clear on my phone. I'm looking. So what I've done at this time is I've really come to this space and understood what soul sovereignty truly is, and understand the purpose for mythology, and through working with particular deities, through creating my own deities, through understanding that I am sovereign in my soul. truly. And I have the ability to choose my destiny. And I have the ability to help other individuals. Now, it's not even really a good nor bad thing. It's certain energies that are just unaware, or that are aware but very manipulative. And I'm not mad at those energies for being what they are. They just are simply acting out the lessons that they need to learn. And whether they are, or whether these are beings, humans, other human beings, or beings in human bodies that we come across, or whether that is that we come across certain energies that we create to protect us that may no longer serve us. So we got to detach from that. Whether it be we got to cut some cords, whether it be that we gotta pull some high level entities off people. That's what I do. I shake them off. I chant. I will actually go into these battles and pull these energies off people. And you can ask people, what does that feel like? What does that mean, or whatever. But the proof is in my work. So I really got to speak too much on it. I'll use a couple examples, but the whole thing is to clear. You give access through your unawareness, through your addiction to some of these emotions. There's certain entities that are attached to the emotion. When we overindulge in things like pornography, and when we do that, and pornography in its own right is not necessarily bad. It's just that the way that it degrades both individuals and the minds that people are using when they link into such things as viewing sex as this dirty thing, when sex is in fact a very sacred act. Sex is sacred, and your energy should be treated as sacred. You're defiling your own temple. And then there's some little low-level witches out here, or women or men. Well, women will be in their Lilith energy, and men will just be not knowing nothing about the spiritual nature, really. So I guess y'all are in your, I don't even know. I don't know what men call it for them. I don't know what the entity is associated with that energy for men. But I would just say it's just the ignorance of men that's perpetuated in this society, where men feel that they have to sleep with as many women as possible to be the man. You don't know, son, if you could see some of these women spiritually, you wouldn't sleep with them. And the woman, if they could see some of you motherfuckers spiritually, the woman wouldn't fuck with y'all neither. And that's real shit. So I think that's something that, and I'm going to give y'all a little tobacco clearing, because tobacco clears energy and ground. So there you go, soul family. Clear and ground yourselves. And this is something that we need to really pay attention to at this time. Yo, the darkness. Oh, you went into the triple darkness. Okay. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it could be. Like, there's, yeah. You're going to have to tell me about that. How it went for you. So I remember the first time I had went into the primordial realm, it was the most relaxing. It felt like I was in the womb. It was the most relaxing, and I never wanted to leave. I felt like everything was okay, and there was nothing that was going wrong in my life. Like, nothing was going wrong. I was totally secure. And that's the whole thing with the cosmic womb. Now I want to get back to this topic. So you have certain beings that are holding a lot of light. And part of their lesson is to learn how to protect their light. And some of these are the love and light, vegan, I'm high vibrating. spiritual teachers. Some of us have been in the darkness. Some of us have born from the darkness. Some of us are an Ashe to Sunrise. Some of us are beings of a different order, or a different ordered being. So it's like, you can't understand me. I don't even understand myself all the time, because my higher self, or what the energy I'm connected to, is so vast in its existence, right? And there are a couple of us that are connected to that energy, because I'll look around when I'm in my realm and see if there's any other beings, and I've only seen like a couple in the planet. But that's neither here nor there, because we all have a divine purpose, a soul family, and we all have certain energies that we are intimately connected to, and we come here to evolve not only our own consciousness, but that energy as well, in some way or shape or form. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? So really, the whole thing is that at this time, you have a lot of these individuals that do vibrate at a very high frequency, and especially some of the women that are dealing with tantra, and some of the women that are dealing with sexual alchemy, and some of the men that may even be involved in that they don't understand the aspect of the spiritual warrior. So in a sense, they will go in blind because they haven't done any spiritual warrior work. For an example, when I do, and they don't understand the concept of soul sovereignty. So really, when for example, when I do a cord cutting, at times during the cord cutting, I may have to use the entities I've created and are or connected with. So, because the person that, usually if it's a specific individual that is tapped into your energy, being sort of a vampire and using it for their own energetic purposes, they typically will rant and rave, especially if they're psychic and aware. They will rant and rave and try to fight to stay connected with your energy. But as a sovereign being, as a sovereign soul, you have the ability to choose whether you want someone connected to you or not. That doesn't mean that psychically you can't go and check out what they're doing, or you won't pick up, because now that some of their frequency still remains in your aura, you won't pick up what they're doing, or you might hear a conversation that they're having, or you might have an experience like that. But cutting the cord really helps to keep you, to really helps to sort of cut off that connection with an energy that you no longer wish to be connected to. You might not want to cut the cord to your mama. You might be like, I love my mom. I don't want to. You might not want to cut the connection to your wife or to grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, or your husband or your children. Like, you don't want to cut those connections. Practicing detachment at times can actually help strengthen those connections. Because as you step into your true nature, you just become aware that you have a choice, and you cherish the people who cherish you at that point. It teaches you it really teaches you a lot about yourself. But from what I'm seeing, we're having some of these people who don't understand spiritual warriorship, and then they're getting into these roles where they don't even understand the nature of duality. And then and then if you can't understand the nature of duality, how can you understand the nature of oneness? How can you understand the nature of not exactly understanding the all, but tapping into and understanding the nature of the all. You might tap into that light aspect of it, but the all encompasses everything. So there's no, when spiritual teachers say, well, there is no good or bad, that doesn't give you a fucking license to do things that really are not in alignment with your soul. You have a mission, you have a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. So, I mean, and even these individuals that are petty and want to get into what they call dark magic. It's not real dark magic. It's low-level misguided magic. It's low-level uses of their energy because they want to manipulate someone or manipulate a situation. You have to manipulate anything, then you're not really powerful. And I mean, if you have to manipulate, especially other beings, you might want to manipulate reality. You might want to figure out a way you could tap into yourselves or yourself or your soul so that you can then be in your purpose, so that you could actually experience the joy that is here for you. And that's different for every single individual. Success is different for everyone. My success is not your success. My success is not your success. My success is not your success. That's real shit. Is different aspects of these levels of consciousness that we're experiencing, and it's being okay with all the levels. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people end up not knowing how to clear their energy, not understanding the darker aspects of energies that are manipulative or energies that would like to attach themselves to you. And since they don't understand that aspect of consciousness, when you offering a cord cutting and you think that you need agreement above all, you don't need agreement with all individuals. Does it agree with your soul? Does it agree with your soul? Anybody who would offer a service like that in that way doesn't understand soul sovereignty yet. And they're just learning. They're on their path. They're learning. And that's okay. Everybody's in a space of learning at this time. So really, the reason why I'm coming to speak on this is because what I've seen is a lot of individuals who are either so caught up in duality that they don't want to understand both aspects. Like, y'all are playing checkers, not chess. Because a chess player will strive, and a chess player could be a spiritual warrior, a master chess player to an extent, if they channel that energy in that way. Because you have to understand your quote unquote enemy, and even being caught up in an enemy, you just have to understand the other individual in such a holistic way that you can outplay them. And some of us don't give a fuck about the chessboard. We ain't playing on that level. We're simply following our soul and choosing not to get caught up in these games. You know what I'm saying? Choosing not to become a part of these games that exist out here. It's not part of our mission to get caught up in the games. Part of our mission to become detangled from the game so that we can do what is most in alignment for us specifically. And that's very important. And people are not seeing how important that actually is at this time. And that's a big issue. So before you decide that, before you make a judgment, you must learn not to judge yourself. And you must learn to see many different aspects before you can even discern that, okay, this is just the level of this person's on right now. All right, this is where they at. It's cool, whatever. And so a lot of my spiritual warriors we don't even sleep in our dreams. Okay? That's why I put up a post in my story for more dream decodings, even though that's the lowest service I offer. I don't really give a fuck about whether I get dream decodings or not. What it is really is that I'm like, okay, I notice an energy. Let me offer the service for people who really want to understand their dreams, because at this time, your dreams are not simply dreams. It's not your subconscious mind playing your reality back to you and sorting things out. You motherfuckers are traveling to the astral. You're doing this, you're doing that. And you may need to understand certain aspects of that mission at this time. And you may understand that there's an aspect of you that is indeed a spiritual warrior, that is indeed out here carrying the torch for other individuals so that we can come to a new, more holistic reality. And so, really, as I'm sitting here and just seeing what's going on in the world, I personally felt that this needed to be something that was spoken upon, because people are claiming that they're a spiritual warrior, or claiming that they could do certain things, or claiming, and I'm like, dog, just admit that you're not there yet. Because I have to admit when I'm not there yet. I have to admit when I have certain things that I'm learning, and I keep certain things to myself until I know what the fuck I'm talking about, unless I'm I'm building with my soul family or whatever, so that we can together explore certain topics, and so our souls can sort of like sort through the madness and be like, what, does this make more sense? Does this make more sense? What about this? What about this? What about that? What if we operate in this consciousness instead? You know what I'm saying? And that's really, really important at this time, that we're coming together, that our soul families are coming together, that we're learning what the consciousness of our planet is wanting to create at this time. And we don't do it just for ourselves. We do it for future generations. We do it for future incarnations. You know, there's more going on here than meets the eye. Much more. And, I mean, many people at this time are bird boxing. Okay? And that is starting to increase. And now I understand why I was put on this path to begin doing this spiritual work at this specific time, because so many people, they're losing their shit out here. These motherfuckers are going literally insane. They're going literally crazy out here. And they're getting so caught up in the lower realms, in with their soul, and they can't understand what soul sovereignty is. They don't understand that they have hearing voices. They're having an activation here, they're having an activation there, but then they don't put in the due diligence. They listen to all these fucking YouTube videos and don't end up putting the due diligence to study, because nobody is valuing study at this time. Oh shit. See, I'm happy that I be on it, because I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I left my live up on my phone too, so I can see it. It's muted, but I can see what's going on. So people are not understanding, and they always fuck with my Wi-Fi when I'm talking. I swear, every single video I've done the last month has been like, some way it'll fuck up, or it'll go out. It's the most annoying shit ever. But we're not gonna focus on that too much right now. So the thing is, people that are still in their baby stages and learning and growing and whatnot, and they're maybe a newer soul, or they may be a new aspect of a higher consciousness, an idea. You might even be just an idea that they're developing. What would it be like if I put my soul in this type of consciousness? Like, what could I actually do from this space? And people are not valuing, they're not valuing study, and then at the same time they're not understanding that you have to actually reframe your mind. You have to break down and restructure your mind just to be able to understand a lot of these concepts. You literally have to restructure the way you think, because you taught a Western way of thinking that is very separatist and not holistic. You were not told you're not taught soul sovereignty. You were taught slavery. And I don't give a fuck what color you are in this motherfucking realm in Western society. You're still taught slavery. You are, because you're taught to go to work or to get a job. And you're taught that you don't have the power within yourself to manifest. And you were taught that this is the right way to be in society. And a lot of that stuff is breaking down. But then people don't even understand the aspect of what is business. How do I do business? And you think you just, yeah, people are just moving real fucking crazy out here. That's like, y'all moving crazy as a motherfucker. And that's your motherfucking fault. Because you decided that you wanted to move all fucking wild and crazy and shit, and you're not meditating, and you're not centering yourself, and you're not balancing your shit out. So these motherfuckers get caught up in the fear aspect, especially with all these fucking fear-mongering ass, stupid ass, fucking parroting ass, bullshit ass spiritual teachers, quote unquote spiritual teachers that ain't got no heart. They ain't got no spirit. You motherfuckers are out here fucking, yo, I think this shit is from Scarface or something, this movie. But when you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. That shit is real. So when you immerse yourself so deeply in some dirty ass, fear-based, bullshit ass energies, what the fuck do you think you're gonna reemerge with? You reemerging with some consciousness that you think is so fucking valid? You're not emerging with shit because you're not shit. You are shit, or you are in the shit. So you stink. You stink. Your fear consciousness stinks. You're dirty. You need to clean yourself. You need to take a salt bath for real. Get your sea salt baths popping. I feel like I should probably start selling people some of my mixes for my salt baths, because my shit's be official. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I gotta put that shit together. That's a lot of work. I do want to start doing more products though, because I have some really, really good ideas for some spiritual tech. But this shit needs to, it's gotta end somewhere. It's gotta end somewhere. Like motherfuckers are so fear-based, they think something's gonna happen in 2020. My nigga, nothing is happening on this realm outside of you. It's happening all inside of you. And people think they're really onto some information that's been out for 50 years. They don't even know it's been out for 50 years. Fucking read. They don't got no fucking Rudolph Steiner, Octavia Butler. They don't got no fucking books. These motherfuckers are retarded. So they're not up with these fucking scientists. The scientist was amazing. I forgot his name. White man. That motherfucker must take a lot of psychedelics because he's tapped the fuck in. You're not up on this information, and you can't even understand the information that already exists, so you can't evolve it. You think you're coming into some new hot shit that's been around for 50 years. They've been around for thousands of years and just is beginning to reemerge in your consciousness. You think you special. My nigga, you not special. Get the fuck out of here. You're not special. You're not. You're not. And you know what? That's a form of ego death that a lot of people need to really start engaging in. That's a real form of ego death that I engage in, because I'll think I got a new idea. Oh, I got this nice channel. But I go and I research my channels and I'm like, oh shit, this shit been out. So then I humble myself and I go, all right, how can I evolve this information then? Since I'm aware that this isn't a new idea, but how can I evolve it for the new consciousness that's coming onto the planet? That's the shit that I think about personally. How can I evolve this information and make it something that's usable and tangible and grounded for the individuals that are here at this time? And y'all got to get out of the fear consciousness. I'm sort of happy when my clients who really don't know a lot, they don't even know how powerful they are and how balanced they actually are comparatively to a lot of people out here And I love when those people come to me because I know that I'm vibrating on a certain level where these individuals are really vibing with the message and my soul. And I have the gift. It's a gift, it's an honor and a privilege to just show them who they are and to really encourage them to continue on their path. And I get some individual, I have one or two individuals I know that they're a little paranoid. And it's because what's happening is you don't have the knowledge before the Kundalini starts to rise. And because a lot of people are activating, but they haven't been following their curiosity, following their passion and things. So they haven't been putting in real research. And you can get so many books that even Bobby Hemmett gave to you. You can get them shits PDFs online for free. I'm like, what? You can't get a free Dropbox account and just fucking figure out the information for yourself and figure out what it means for you for yourself. You might have an idea or something that nobody's thought of that really brings that information to the next level. Or you might have a new way of presenting it that now more people can understand something that was previously so encoded that nobody could really get it except for people who are very elite. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important that we stay out of that lower level fear-based mindset. Plus, when you're in fear, you then attract entities that will have access, because what you're doing is you're weakening your aura or your magnetic body. So then you allow access to you what you're doing is you allow access to your auric field to these other energies that are vibrating on the same level. What the fuck? See, my shit done went crazy on me, y'all. Like always. Alright, there we go. We still here. I'm telling y'all, this should be fucking up for no reason. Be driving me crazy. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna make some moves. My Wi-Fi's fucking up. So when I sit out here, well, I'm using my laptop, so I kind of have to use Wi-Fi. Sleep. Whoa, Isabel. I be my own little party. I be boosting myself sometimes. But yeah, so let's get to a space where we're actually doing our due diligence so that we can prepare for the week that is occurring within us. Hear spirits now, or we could see more spirits now, or we could feel more spirits now. You know, let's really come to a space that we start to evolve our information. All right, so my announcements. I'm live, y'all. I'm out here looking like a damn. Hear spirits now, or we can see more spirits now. What the fuck? This shit is crazy. Y'all see how they did me? Y'all see how they did me? They doing me right now. Feel more. Alright. Into a space that we start to evolve our information. What the fuck? They done got Isabel looking crazy. Y'all see they got Isabel. They got me looking crazy out here. I'm telling you, I be dropping too much game. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll check y'all tomorrow. Y'all know we going live. I didn't go live yesterday. I should have, but it's cool. I went live today. We're gonna go live tomorrow. And Soul Work Masterclass. Boom. What magic really is. Hit me up for information on that, y'all. I love you, soul family. Stay balanced, stay harmonious, stay intelligent, stay wise. I love you.